The Justin Robert Young program brought to you as always by everybody who pays us. PayJuryDaily.com. Like this show, want to support it. Like this show, want to keep it going. Like this show, want to feel good about yourself. Head on over to PayJuryDaily.com. Hey, look, man, you can get some fun perks. You can get your name read at the end of the show. It is right there for you. PayJuryDaily.com. And stickers or DIAF. We got exclusive merch right there for you. Death to Mayo enamel pins. A pin set including high thoughts. A button set including high thoughts. It's all right there for you. Why don't you head on over to stickers or DIAF.com. If you're watching this here live on Monday, Cyber Monday, you can get free shipping on all your orders if you use promo code BEES at checkout. But enough talking about how we support the show. What do you say we just do the damn thing?
On the day that we met on the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Jury Daily program. My name is Justin Robert Young. This is a weird day. It's always weird. We're entering into a weird phase in the calendar. Thanksgiving is done. Christmas looms. We've got a couple weeks where, let's be honest with ourselves, no one really gives a fuck. Am I right? People, am I right? Does anybody really give a fuck in the days between Thanksgiving and Christmas? Half y'all motherfuckers are out on vacations. All y'all that are at work are definitely fucking around just a little bit more. There's no work getting done. There's absolutely no collaboration. You're certainly not going to be burning the candle at both ends. People give zero fucks. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 0 fucks at work. By the way, it's copy-paste for the rest of the days, too. Oh, and that's not even getting started, all y'all that are in school. Oh, Jesus. This is movie season, baby. This was what I used to call the season in which all of my English teachers would just play movies. Hey, what are all the plays that we read? Guess what? We made them all into movies. Y'all want to watch them? Cool. The only thing that happens is some professors, you got to grade papers. But even then, once you put them in, fucking it's over. All right, so we're not going to talk about that. This is weird for me today, though, because we have, throughout the entire history of the Jury Daily program, recorded this live in the morning. At least the morning for me, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So it put us into like a afternoon show on the on the East Coast. And now we are later. We're beginning at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the West Coast. So that's 6 p.m. in the afternoon on the East Coast. So that opens us up to a little bit of a new audience. Hopefully I'll be sharing a little bit more about what I've been working on in the mornings with you guys as it starts to take a little bit more shape. But I do I do want to let you guys know that if I feel a little off kilter, I got to get the rhythm in. But here's something that I don't have to do. I don't have to get myself very worked up for this story. Man, I was it never ceases to amaze your boy Justin Robert Young at how much people can't handle having nice things. Right? Like, you might think that we live in a world in which nice things are things that we want, right? But no matter how good our life continues to go. Do you know that we are in a nearly unbroken globally? Now, look, I'm not saying there's not pockets of misery around the globe, because God knows that there are. And there's certainly always, to me, a very, very specific drive that I like to nourish, not only in myself, but in all the communities that I'm in, that we can do better. We should always be opening up our eyes and ears for empathy around the world. But let's not be coy here. We are living on an unbroken upswing of prosperity. Prosperity, wealth, and happiness globally. We've done better. We can always do better than that, but we have done better. And yet, every goddamn step of the way we walk on this gilded path, there is some motherfucker who's going to complain that the nugget of gold he just stepped on is harder than the pebble that would have been there yesterday. And thus, I bring to you the thought audit. For those of you not hip with the lingo, thought is THOT, an acronym for that hoe over there. Now, I need my older listeners to please, give me some wisdom here. I can read your shit anonymous if you want, but just go ahead and send it to me, jurydaily@gmail.com, on what the world of indulging in pornography used to be. What it used to be. It was seedy. It was illegal. It oftentimes included, the famous, the canonical, you have to overturn a tree stump and find where some older boys left a couple of Playboys. The genitals for the centerfold had long been eaten by an inchworm. That's what pornography used to be. It used to be going to a physical theater and sometimes having children's entertainers jack off next to you. And now, what kind of a gilded paradise for pornography do we live in? Not only do we have so many people. You look on Instagram, you just got people posting all sorts of stuff. Free. Unlimited free pornography. Free pornography is now so pervasive that Kanye West is debuting hit singles at the Pornhub Awards. Right? That's how pervasive free pornography is. And there's another subsection of it. See, there are things called premium Snapchats. Premium Snapchats. This is where you are whitelisted for a Snapchat if you pay a young lady or man to have the privilege to do so. This is a direct transfer of money. Now, you do not have to. It is but an option. And what do you get for your money? Well, I don't know. I've truth be told, your tiresome reporter or tireless reporter has not subscribed to a premium Snapchat in my day. But what I'm going to assume that you would get for your money is some hoe shit. Seems like a fair trade to me. Not according to these boys. Headline from Motherboard. People are threatening to report sex workers to the IRS in a hashtag thought audit. By encouraging people to report sex workers to the IRS, online harassers are putting them at risk. This is an article by Samantha Cole. We read now. Misogynists online are threatening to send the Internal Revenue Service after sex workers in a viral harassment campaign known as the Thought Audit. Many sex workers have premium Snapchat accounts where they share exclusive photos and videos with people who send them money, usually through PayPal, Venmo, or cryptocurrency. Unless reported as income to the IRS, this income is off the books. Recently, trolls have begun harassing sex workers by saying that they're going to report them to the IRS and many sex workers are worried that they'll be audited. Some of the trolls are sending follower requests to the sex workers' paid platforms like Snapchat or friend requests on Facebook to access more of their information. And from there, the harassers say they are using the IRS official whistleblower program to report them for tax fraud. Now, let's break down exactly what this is. Because you have to be in the orbit of these women, and let's just say women is shorthand here, to even know where to go with this. This is malicious. Again, it's like is there not enough free pornography here? Now the argument is, and part of this is the gender war, that women, the society is tilted in the way of ladies, and that they are living off the fat of the land. Just because they have tits doesn't mean they are entitled to my hard-earned money, which I would say, sure. But you're also not entitled to their boobs. I mean, it seems like this is, to me, and it's funny because the place where I saw this, we're on, it was on _Donald. This is the hive of the most excitement about the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. It is part of my daily stops on my walk around the internet, so I might take the pulse of politics for the blog and newsletter and podcasts and stuff. But the funny thing about _Donald is that they are also very libertarian on certain levels. The phrase taxation is theft is often said. And to me, what this looks like, citizens trying to nationalize thoughts, is abject socialism. You are seizing the boobs of production. You are trying to use a governmental mechanism to throw the yoke of taxation over their heads, and you are demanding that they play by your rules. This, my friends, is ideologically inconsistent. Now, that being said, I also think this is kind of an overblown story. I had to talk about it because it's just so silly. But a message to thoughts worldwide. Hi. My name is Justin Robert Young. I have been an independent creator on the internet for roughly 10 years now, and effectively, my job is not all that different from your job. Yes, I'm effectively a cam girl, but for weird opinions. I sit in front of a camera, I talk to people on the internet, and every once in a while, people go ahead and throw me bits or subscribe to my channel. It's really not that different than tokens or some kind of recurring payment on PayPal. Now, we can have a philosophical conversation about whether or not your line of work is more illegal or legal than mine. And for that, it is almost certainly that. Your line of work walks a gray area. However, I would like... Oh, thank you, Dan Wally. 50 bits. If I get 100 bits, I'll take off my tie. Here's a lesson that I have learned. Number one, if you're an independent contractor, regardless of what you do for that money, there is almost a certainty that you will get audited. The question is not if, the question is when. There was a very, very wise lesson that was given to me very early on in my independent media creation career, and that is this. Report everything. Everything. Every dime that you get, if it is through any kind of recorded medium, you need to report it. If you are getting anything from Venmo, anything from PayPal, anything from anywhere, you need to report that money 100%. Now, here's the real lesson. Everything is deductible. If you ain't deducting, you ain't trying. You need to comb through every inch of your life and understand. Hey, get an accountant too. Accountants are a good idea. But you need to make sure that you are deducting literally any and everything that makes your job possible. Because even if or when you get audited, and again, everybody, we all do. This happens. Anybody who's not getting their money taken out of their check will eventually get audited. You will always be able to audit more. And even if there's a challenge to your audit, you'll be able to find a challenge to your deduction. You'll be able to find another deduction that you could have also taken. This is 100%. You have very little to worry about, thoughts. Please set your mind at ease. There are no teeth to the thought audit, but in general, be smart. Report everything. All right. Let's go ahead and get into your emails. Of course, you can email us at jurydaily@gmail.com. You can go ahead and leave a comment right here on the page of the YouTube video that you might be watching this on, youtube.com/Justin Robert Young. Todd wrote in, our local movie theater has an annual Tom Hanks movie marathon on Thanksgiving, a.k.a. T.Hanksgiving. Sound familiar? Keith writes, every misconnection I ever had. We were talking about, we had travel week last week. I named Denver International Airport one of my least favorite airports on the planet. I did see Steve Westall was here in the chat. He's another Go Game game runner who has traveled the same schedule that I traveled, but I would be curious to know if he has the same seething hatred for the Denver International Airport that I do. I said that I didn't mind O'Hare. Keith took me to task, writing, every misconnection I've ever had was in O'Hare, where I had to go from one end of the airport to the other through that goddamn rainbow hallway. I avoid that airport whenever possible if it helps. I'm tired. Here's the deal, Keith. Yes, it is a long way between some of those connections. I understand. However, even if it's just psychological, I prefer a lot of twists and turns that seem like I'm getting there faster than just the one indeterminate walkway to hell like the Denver International Airport gives me. And there we go. That might be the end of travel week, unless other. Oh, and actually, we had this gigantic novel of an email about a travel hell. But I'm like, dude, if you want me to cut this down to like 100 words, then I can. But why don't you go ahead and give it another edit job, give it another coat of paint. If you want to be a part of this show, you can go ahead and give us an email, jurydaily@gmail.com. By the way, you can sign up for our mailing list for the Stickers or DIAF site. That's where we got the code to ship for free all weekend early. Came to the mailing list first. bit.ly/stickers or DIAF. I want to thank our producers, the Jen, PD Rave, Non-Specific Rock and Roll, Martian, Joe Acosta. Whoa! Redneck Tech and James. I want to let everybody know that my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, no premium Snapchat thus far, can be found at Justin R. Young. If you want to keep this party going, then head on in to bit.ly/jury discord If you don't know what Discord is, baby, you better learn. 24/7, the party's always going. Folks, that about wraps it up for today. Until tomorrow, this is your old pal, Justin Robert Young, telling you to please give a round of applause to Mr. Wacky. And please, don't.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.